if you're feeling overwhelmed right now as a parent or a caregiver, you're not alone. Many of the families that I work with are feeling overwhelmed right now. We're providing support to our loved one with a developmental disability while trying to get back to work, back to school, everyone being in the same house for more hours each day. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to beat overwhelm with 4 actionable tips that you can put to work right now. And I call them the 4 S's. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Eric Gall. I'm a family member. I have a sister with a developmental disability, and I'm a coach to families that have a loved one with a developmental disability. So you also might be wondering, okay, this is a different background. What's behind me? All these anti-racism books. Well, my partner in life is building a course on anti-racism, and this has been her set for the last couple of months, really. So thought I'd change it up today, come back to kind of my main studio area where I shoot these films. And that's why these books are behind me. And I'm going on my anti-racism journey still as well. Some great books here, which I'd recommend. I'm working on reading these 2 currently. Okay, so if you're feeling overwhelmed as a parent or a caregiver, again, you're not alone. And what can we do? The first thing that we can do is give ourselves some self-compassion. We try to do it all, right? And then we're really hard on ourselves when we can't get it all done. And I think we just need to recognize that we're doing our absolute best, and we need to give ourselves a bit of a break and some kindness and some compassion. And that's a really good starting point. Number 2, simplify. Look for areas where we can simplify our life, right? And simplify our loved one's life. And we try to make things so complicated sometimes. So what can we make easier? What can we just simplify a little bit, right? So think of those things that you can simplify. And the third one is structure. The third S is structure. So how can we create more structure in our lives, in our homes? So, I found it really helpful to have a schedule, or for everyone to have a schedule. Get into somewhat of a cadence, a routine. For our loved one with a developmental disability, helping them to create their schedule and helping them to give them some control over their schedule as well. So, having a consistent time where you're getting up in the morning, consistent time where you're going to bed, and then each day, what does the morning look like? And it might be one key thing that you're working on in the morning. What does the afternoon look like? What does that key thing look like? And then thinking about our house as well. So, we found it really helpful to have different rooms or different areas of the house for different activities. So, maybe it's you do your schoolwork or you do your individual work in your bedroom or in a office, or maybe that's at the kitchen table, but having that designated room. Because if we're just going to sit on the couch and try to do everything there, think about, well, what do we typically do on the couch? Well, we put on Netflix or a movie, right? And that's our default. So it's really easy just to get in that routine of, okay, I'm going to put the TV on while kind of sort of doing my work, but not really doing your work. You know what I mean? So having a different area of our home for the different activities that we do, and having everyone having their own space to do those activities can help with that structure as well. So schedule, structure in our home in terms of spaces as well. The 4th S is support, right? We need to ask for help. And this is really hard to do for many reasons. I get it, but we just need to ask for others to support us in trying to do some of those things. I get it. So often we're trying to be that super family member, super mom, super dad, super sibling, super grandparent, super friend. And it just drains us and makes us really tired. So think about who else in our household could help out, who else could contribute, right? And that your loved one with a developmental disability, you can ask them to help too, right? And take on more of that role. But other family members, other people in your household, how can they help? Maybe there's supporters that you might want to consider bringing in or back in to provide some more help as well. So where can we ask others for support and invite others in? So that's the 4 S's for you to really help you to reduce overwhelm and anxiety as a parent, a sibling, a grandparent, a caregiver. So those 4 S's again, really quickly, are we need to have some self-compassion for ourselves, to simplify where we can, to put some more structure in place, right? And support, to maybe invite some others in to take on some of that load that we might be feeling. So I think really just the other thing real quickly, so there's a bonus one is, and I guess it's tied into self-compassion, but just to give ourselves some credit, right? We're doing a lot. We're doing the absolute best that we can, and to give ourselves credit for the things that we have been doing and how we have been doing our best to create the best home environment and the best life possible for our loved one during this time and during this pandemic period. So giving ourselves some credit, giving ourselves some love, and that being tied into self-compassion. So if you're looking for some more inspiration and more support to keep moving forward, or maybe just to pick things up again, I've got a free live masterclass workshop coming on October 16th, 17th, and 18th. And it's going to be amazing. There's going to be 6 hours of free training that I'm going to do that's going to be really helpful for families, and it's going to be just awesome. So keep your eyes open for more information on that free workshop coming soon, and mark your calendar, October 16th, 17th, and 18th. I'm Eric Gall. Together, let's take a step forward.